Yo, we're back with another Cannon Talks. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all follow me at Nick Cannon on Instagram and Twitter, you heard? What we're going to talk about today is how you know if a shorty is running game on you or not. There's just different ways that women do run game, you feel me? There's a lot of different ways women run game, you feel me? You could look at it as this way, like some women, when you meet them in the beginning, y'all might be chilling, y'all be talking, y'all be texting all the time, and you finally hit, or you hit a few times. You gotta understand that when you met her, you was the new person in her life. Don't think that she was never texting, talking to nobody when you met her. If she's some type of attractive woman, she had somebody in her phone. There was somebody she was talking to on a daily basis, you heard? At the end of the day. And it probably wasn't just one, it may be two or three, you feel me? So you was the new flame in the equation, you feel me? So once you became that new flame, y'all probably linked, y'all probably, feel me, had sex a couple times. You gotta understand that in the city girl world, there's gonna be a new nigga that come into the equation eventually, same way you did, you feel me? And the way you're gonna be able to tell is when shit drastically change, you feel me? When it goes from y'all was supposed to link and then all of a sudden she say she make other plans or she cancel last minute without any real explanation, you feel me? Or the explanation she gives doesn't make sense, you heard? At the end of the day, you gotta always watch out for that. Feel me? So you know what's going on. I mean, you might not really care. You just happy you getting some. You feel me? But at the end of the day, if it's somebody you taking serious, you gotta understand what's going on out here. Feel me? She might make excuses for why y'all can't link at the last minute. That's something you gotta look out for. You feel me? And going missing for hours and hours and hours, especially for someone who texts you consistently. When she start not texting for 6 hours or 7 hours or 4 hours or something like that, feel me? Out of the blue, it might raise a little alarms. You feel me? Because that wasn't the consistency, level of consistency they had before. You feel me? Also, feel me? When they make excuses for why they can't come over, you feel me? Like if they was spending the night before and now they not spending the night all of a sudden, that's something you gotta pay attention to, you feel me? Because they got somewhere else they going to, you feel me? It's just little things and it doesn't apply for everybody, you feel me? But in some situations, this is what can happen, you feel me? So it just puts your mind onto that cue, you feel me? Another thing is, if they don't want to give you their social media, they don't want to give you their Instagram, it's because they doing something they don't want you to see, you feel me? And like I said, it don't apply for everybody, but this is women's most common way of doing things, you feel me? Like if she don't want to give you the Instagram, she don't want you to see something in particular. She might be in a whole relationship, you feel me? So it's already lets you know, because some of them will give you the Instagram and just post shit on their close friends. But some of them, they already in a committed relationship or they already got a situation going on. So when they meet you, they play like they not, just so you won't look at them in the sense of, oh, she a hoe. Because if she got a man already and you bag her, the first thing that's going to come to your mind is, oh, she a hoe. I'm not treating her with no type of respect. I'm going to barely get to know her. I'm going to tell her pull up so I could hit, or we link at some telly so I could hit, or you pick up in the whip so you could hit, and that's it, for me? But you'll notice, like, a lot of women, they're not going to tell you they're in a relationship because they don't want you to look at them a certain way. But you got some women that's bold like that. They'll tell you, like, yeah, they got a man, and yeah, they still doing them. They want to live their life out. You feel me? They only got one life. They want to live it. They'll tell you. Feel me? So you just gotta. Those are the women you definitely can't take seriously because she gonna act like she falling out with her man just so she can mess with you. But in no actuality, things is still great with her man. She just telling you shit like that just so you could feel like sympathy for the situation, so you don't think she's a hoe. You feel me? So you feel like, oh, she's justified in her cheating. You don't really care. But when she try to make things serious with you, you can't take no woman like that serious. Because you met a woman that had a man, can't take her serious if she trying to make you her man. Like, or she trying to tie you down and cuff you and start trying to play a certain role. Like, you was what I was when I met you. We not about to do that. You feel me? You gonna lose them how you get them. So if you ever try to take a shorty from another nigga, Understand that another nigga gonna take off from you. You not special, nigga. Don't ever think for a second that you special. And don't ever put nothing past no woman. Cause women gonna do what the hell they wanna do at the end of the day, you feel me? And it's just on you as a man to play the game well, you feel me? It's all the game at the end of the day. You gotta play the game well. You gotta see when people lying, people not being truthful, feel me? When somebody tell you something and it don't make sense, question it. Don't just accept anything somebody tell you feel me? Because a lot of the times, you could tell women be dealing with a lot of dumb niggas that don't have no head on their shoulders, because they just say anything. And I'll look at them like, I look dumb to you? Like, you can't lie to me. Like, I know what's what. Like, I've been in the game for years. Like, I wrote a manual. You feel me? A step-by-step booklet for you to get. Like, you can't play with me. Feel me? I really know what's going on. You feel me? A lot of niggas have a blind eye to that shit. And I speak this shit from both perspectives. Like, I never caught no shorty cheating on me in a sense. But I know from the other side, like, I be with shorties and they be on the phone, on FaceTime with their boyfriend after they just finished cheating, you feel me? Or while they cheating, they be doing the most horrendous shit, like, you feel me? Women would dead ass be giving you head and then answer the call from their boyfriend and act like everything's okay, you feel me? So you just gotta be, when you see that firsthand, it make it harder for you to trust females, because you like, wow, you really do that? So you can only imagine what your shorty would do. Or if it's similar situation, like, why you ignoring my call, or why you ignoring my text? And you like, damn, you start thinking like, damn, like, shit like that happened when you was on the other side. So it's like, you gotta just be aware of the surroundings, aware of the situation. Don't be gullible, don't be naive, don't let nobody just tell you anything and you just believe, you feel me? Feel me? Most of the time when you meet somebody, you try to give them a clean slate, but at the end of the day, you don't want to be no fool. When people show you who they are, you gotta believe them. You can't just always give motherfuckers the benefit of the doubt, because then they gonna walk over you, they gonna disrespect you, they gonna do it blatantly and just think that you dumb. You feel me? You're not dumb. You know what's going on. You feel me? At the end of the day, as a man, a lot of men are scared to walk away, because they feel like once they done put in the work to get some pussy, they like, I'm not about to get this up. This free box. All I gotta do is keep texting her and I can hit periodically. I'm not about to get this shit up. But you gotta have some level of respect for yourself. You gotta have a standard for yourself. You feel me? Women that treat you like shit because they see you let them get away with it just because you want pussy. Like, it's not that serious. You done had pussy 100 times before. It's not that serious, you heard? Don't let nobody belittle you or treat you no type of way or act no type of way or try to get over on you, especially when they not being truthful. You feel me? First and foremost, you gotta have a standard and set that shit. So if somebody do something you don't like, you can't be scared to cut a bitch off. Feel me? Just cause you worried about where you gonna get pussy from next. Like, you gotta have them lined up. Feel me? Or even if you don't have them lined up, cut her off and have your own piece. Cause you could get another one. The same way you got her and the one before her and the one before her, you could get another one. You feel me? It's not that serious. You gotta work on yourself. Build for your life. Feel me? Build for your dreams, your ambition, your goals. Have some type of motivation and inspiration to become something better than what you are today. You feel me? You gotta always search for progress. Always search for knowledge. Always continue to grow. Don't just be happy at where you at and say, I'm gonna just keep fucking bitches. I'm gonna keep smoking weed. I'm gonna keep drinking. I'm gonna be happy at this dead-end job. You feel me? You could always get better. You could always elevate your life as a man. You feel me? But don't just get caught up in the tricks where women want to make you feel like you're the only one in their life. We know they messing with multiple niggas. Like, you feel me? It's not a secret. You feel me? You ain't the only nigga in the world. Feel me? There's niggas that look better than you. There's niggas that got more money than you. There's niggas that's funnier than you. There's niggas that can provide more opportunities than you. And they are in her phone or they in her DM and she's spoken to them. You feel me? You can't hold that against her or hold it against you. You just gotta understand it's a game and play it with the knowledge of knowing that. You feel me? Don't just let shit happen to you. If you demand a certain level of respect, and if it's somebody you taking serious, don't just take any type of bullshit and don't let them get you out of character and get emotional and shit. You can express yourself, you can communicate, feel me? But once you see you talking to a wall or you see that it's not getting nowhere or they're just stuck in their lives, because women take their lives to the grave, they're not about to They're not about to admit nothing. You feel me? They just gonna make you feel like you tripping. So once you realize that, you know you're not tripping, you just gotta cut it off. You feel me? At the end of the day, your peace is the most important thing. For men and women, your peace is the most important thing. So going through relationship drama, that's the number one thing that could get you out of character. For me, that should send people over the edge and all that. So number one thing is your peace. You feel me? Focus on that. Focus on your peace. Have happiness from within. Have solitude. You don't need to be around people to have happiness. You don't need somebody in your life to bring happiness into your life. You got to have that from within. You got to create your own atmosphere of happiness, whether it's through work, whether it's through your hobbies, whatever it is, through working out, all these different outlets in life. You feel me? Family, friends. But you gotta have your own type of happiness, and don't let no relationship control you or get you out of character to the point that you losing your mind and losing your peace. You heard? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You feel me? It's Cannon Talks. You know what it is.